Go ahead, brother.
Shalom. We're back at another location here in Philadelphia. We're down on Market Street, which it wasn't always known as Market Street, so I gotta get a little history for that. But basically, what we're saying, it says it's the London Coffee House. It says the scene of a political commercial activity in the colonial period. The London Coffee House opened here in 1754. It served as a place to inspect black slaves recently arrived from Africa and to bid for their purchase at a public auction, man. So right now where we're standing at is where they actually sold the slaves at, man. You know, and that's like, and they examined them. It's basically they grabbed the testicles, you know, the men, followed them, like basically played them the fuck out, man. You know, just did the women the same way. And you got a lot of homosexual slave owners, man. So they was setting them up for like sex slaves. You know, also they wanted the husky ones to do the work around, you know, just around, man.
Yeah, I told you that in Joel. They saw their sons.
Kind of see that. They're not like, hey, man. So like, this is the actual spot. This is like a block, man, where they been from. You know, and like we standing in the actual location. They got the Gadite, statue over there,
showing that they know the tribes are the same,
exactly.
Southern and Northern Kingdom.
That's right.
It's spiritual because this was around 1754, and if you understand, you know, the war between the red coats and the blue coats with the colonies, Philly was a part of that, and you know they got the natives, and we was in the midst of that war with America and the British, you know, we was enslaved at the midst of all that.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And if you know about the Indian boarding school, you know, like they brought up the native, they were beating our customs out of us. They made us shave our beards, put suits on, you know, change our names. What's that president that had the natives under captivity?
Washington.
Huh?
Washington.
Jackson?
Andrew
Jackson?
So, yeah, God. So, that is all spiritual. It all ties up together, man.
This is a hell of a place where we at, man. It's a lot of pain, man, and history, man. But you got people that come down here to have a good time, you know? Even Jake, we gone, man. You know, and now they talking about that reparation stuff, man. Only reparations Esau can give us is their blood, man. And that's Ezekiel 35th chapter. You know, since they pursue blood, man. You know, so like all that reparation plus your money is depreciated anyway, man. So why we want that shit? You know, y'all stole all the gold and silver, man. You stole everything, ran it into the ground. Now you want to act like you feel bad about it because you know that your judgment is coming, man. You know, so we here to remind you.
But we had around that time there was something called the Stamp Act. So that way we had it was forced to pay, basically to give more tax for certain products. That's where you get the stamps from. You know what I mean? So then they started to push that on the people. So it's all spiritual.
Oh, shit.
It says Market Street too, the marketplace. You know?
That's right. But it wasn't always known as Market Street. I'm gonna look it up and get it. But that's funny because like a marketplace is a place of what? Where you conduct business, you know what I'm saying? So back then the commodity was what? The slaves, man.
And it says right underneath the avenue of our founders. Avenue of our founders.
See that's crazy. You know? And that's what, you know, William Penn, man. You got William Pennsylvania. Because they named the lands after themselves.
I was just gonna say that. Psalms 94.
No, come. That's right, brother. So that's what they do, man. You seeing it for yourself, man. So this is just even more proof that we are the Israelites, man. You know that the Bible speaks of it. And they can't hide it, they can't deny it, man. But the truth is out here. And this is right here in plain sight. You know, people walk past it every day, man. And yo, you got a lot of Edomites that walk past and look at it. Now I was just looking through spiritually, you guys says the London Coffee House. Now it was an incident that happened in Philadelphia. Like a year ago or something like that, the coffee shop, Starbucks, and the dudes got arrested, man. And they was Jake. But like a coffee shop is for the Edomites, man. When they come in, they sip on their coffee and all that and try to conduct business, man. Enough is enough.
And Jake already had coffee here too. He tried to put that shit. They bought the coffee. They didn't bring shit.
No, and then they won the case. They won the case, and I think they when he won the $1. Hey, yo, Jake is retarded, man. You know?
They steal our products and then sell it to
That's
us.
right, man. Come on, man. That's
Still.
some bullshit. But you know, Esau, man, your time is up, man. We're gonna keep continuing and go to a couple other spots. You know, and bring out more history for them.
Ah,
Shalom.
God.